welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, happy 2022. We are back, baby. It took a little break, but I'm Gabi if you didn't know. Now you know. Welcome back to the channel. I am very happy to be back. Obviously, Vlogmas was a lot, needed a little mental reset, but I've been craving to get back to working, getting videos up for you guys. So I figured the perfect video to go up at the beginning of this new year is going to be a Q&A all about what's to come in the new year, kind of some updates in my life. I did get a lot of new friends during Vlogmas, so hello if you're new here. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you're not new here and you just watch all the time, please, please, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me, so go ahead and do that right now. But if you are new, this video will be a nice little introduction to get to know a little bit more about me and what's to come on this channel. I asked for what kind of questions you have about what's to come, some updates, and just all about the new year. So we're going to get right into it. Question 1, biggest goals of 2022. I have like 2 main ones, maybe 3. Number 1 is to get on a better morning routine. I feel like because Justin and I were just very new to dating, we just wanted to spend as much time as possible together. We got kind of lazy with our mornings. We sleep in a little bit. Not like terrible, like we'd be up by 9:30, but we would just lay in bed for a little bit. And especially because of the way my job worked, especially during Vlogmas, I knew that like as soon as I get out of bed, I just kind of start working right away because obviously I work from home. So I try to like stay in bed for as long as possible because I feel like at that moment I have absolutely nothing to worry about. But I'm kind of over that. I want to be more productive, and I will say it is only Wednesday of the first week back to like real life here in the new year. We have been so good at this and we've both been enjoying it a lot. So I actually think this one is finally going to stick. But I just want to get on a better, more productive morning routine. So what it looks like right now is we've been waking up between like 8 and 9 o'clock. It depends on the day because after my practice nights, I don't get home till like almost 11. By the time I'm eating, showering, and everything, I don't get to bed until quite late. So we sleep in a little bit more on those days. But on my off days, we wake up about a little after 8 and I am like up out of bed. I may be on my phone for like 10 minutes at most. Up and out of bed right away. I obviously just do whatever I need to do, brush my teeth, do all that. I immediately take Cloud for a WALK. I don't want him to hear me right now. But I go outside with him. We go on a nice little walk all the way around the neighborhood. We both go to the gym, which has been super nice. The fact that like we've been going together, I feel like keeps me better on a routine, and like I have a lot of self-motivation, but especially when it comes to the gym, because I don't really know what I'd be doing there, I probably wouldn't stick to this as much. So it's been a super big help and motivator having him go with me. But we like to go to the gym. Today's goal was going from 9:15 to like 10:15. So we spend about an hour. I think I'm going to do our first video back on our channel is going to be like what our productive morning routine looks like. So I will break that down for you guys. You'll see what workouts we do, all of that. Make sure to go check out that channel. I will have it linked down below on the Justin and Gabi channel. Like today, I was done doing all of that, and then after I come back, we like ate breakfast, and it was only like 10 something, and I was like, I would only just now be getting out of bed. So like I've wasted no time because my day can still start at the same point. I just feel way more awake, way more productive, and I feel like it just sets my day up on the right foot. So that is goal number 1. So far, so good. Goal number 2 is to explore Miami more. We have both lived here. I've lived here. This is my 7th year now. It's Justin's 6th year. And I swear sometimes we don't even remember that we live in Miami. There's days where neither of us leave the house until it's time to go to the gym for work. And it's just like, we live in literally like one of the most beautiful places in the country and we don't take advantage of it. So unfortunately, that is due to the fact that where we currently live is not close to a lot of things. So it's like a drive to go to the beach. It's a drive to go like up and see his friends, see my family. It's just a drive to go anywhere, to the mall, to like whatever it is that we want to do. It's like a 40-minute drive, if not more than that. So we're hoping that going into goal number 3, which is this is the year that I'm finally buying a house. I will not stop at anything. I am over it. I am so over this apartment. This is the year. So yes, I got that question a lot. This will be the year. Obviously, like I can't control all those scenarios, but like I have already started the house hunting, so this will be the year that I buy a house. But we are hoping that the house is going to be in a much better location and closer to a lot of things, so it'll be easier to go to the beach and just like drive without having to sit in an hour of traffic, or like just go to nice restaurants, explore different like coffee shops and different just like mom and pop restaurants around the Miami area. Like the food here is so good, and yet we like go to Chipotle or go to Cheesecake Factory, which don't get me wrong, love them both so much. But like, I feel like there's so much of Miami that we've yet to explore, and we have the luxury of doing so. Like we don't work until later on during the night, so we can go during the week, and most of the time we just don't. So that is a huge goal of ours this year, is to explore Miami more, and we're hoping that that will become a lot easier when we live in a house in a better location. So that is goal number 3, and that is probably the main goal of this year. We are both so over this apartment. We are just so ready to have our own space, and I officially started house hunting. I mean, very, very, very on the early stages of it. A few years ago, I was also looking into moving into a house, but that was when I lived alone, and I was like, I just don't think that's the safest thing right now, so I decided not to. But at that point, I did go to the bank and get like pre-approved for a loan and stuff, so I need to do that step again now. Need to get started on that stuff, but I have been looking just like in certain areas on Zillow, kind of centering into where we want to be, and I'm very excited for that. So many exciting things to come with that, and honestly, I'm really excited for this year. I really think it's going to be a good year. Pandemic or not, we've seen now that who knows when this thing is going to end, so I'm just trying to make the best of the situation that we have right now, and I'm really excited for this year. So I'm excited for you guys to come along on the journey, and this may be one of the most exciting years yet that I've ever had. What are your goals for this year YouTube-wise? So main goals are, I want to be posting at least once a week on this channel, once a week on the Justin and Gabby channel. We both really enjoy just making content, and I feel like he is just so good at it, and he kind of gives a different perspective on my videos. But I know that a lot of you come to this channel for me. Obviously, like, I've been doing these videos just myself for so long, and I've been in a place after a breakup where the last thing you want is couples content shoved down your throat when, like, if this is your, like, comfort channel or whatever the case may be. I get it. So I would love to be able to separate the two. That way, if you are looking for couples content, like, that's some of my favorite YouTube channels to like subscribe to, are like couples videos or like family channels. We love that. So we want to be able to have all that content over there and just kind of separate it so that they can both be comfort channels and you don't have to be like tiptoeing around what videos you watch. So obviously he's going to be inevitably in some of these videos because we do live together. He is my boyfriend. It's gonna happen, but I want to kind of spread out the content more, so that is way more couples centered on that channel, and these are more kind of girly, lifestyle, fashion, cheerleading, all of those videos on this channel. So that's my main goal. I don't really like to do number goals because that's completely out of my control. Whether you guys subscribe or not is not going to determine if I accomplish things. So I don't want to kind of put a numerical value on my goal, but I will say, obviously posting on both channels is a huge goal, and just kind of like narrowing in on exactly what content I want to be making is big. And something you need to work on going into 2022. Okay, the first 2 things that come to mind is 1, drinking more water. I feel like this is always something that I need to work on. I have been better about it, I feel like, the last couple days, but it's something that I just want to continue to improve on. Drinking more water. I don't have one of those like water bottles that come around with me everywhere, and I feel like I should. So I want to start doing that just so I'm like consistently drinking water. And then number 2 is, I am so productive when it comes to so many things, but there's little things around the house and little things that I just get lazy with, and I put off and put off and put off till it piles up, and it's like the last thing I want to do. So examples are like little things like dishes. Sometimes when it's like there's one little bowl and I could wash it, and most of the time I just throw it in the sink until it piles up, and then I have to spend forever doing dishes, even though it would take like 10 seconds to wash one bowl. So that's that. Another thing is like answering emails. For some reason, that is something that like I cannot bring myself to do just in the moment. So like they'll pile up, and then I have like so many to answer. Little things like that, I just don't want to be lazy with anymore. I know it'll take 10 seconds, like at most maybe a couple minutes of my time if I just sat there and did it then. And I just want to do that this year. And on the opposite note of that, what are you most excited for in 2022? I have to say travel. I feel like because we haven't been able to the last couple years, and because now obviously like Justin and I are together, and it's something that we are both super passionate about, is just traveling and exploring the country, the world, just so many places that we've never been. Like, there is so much out there to see, and we are both super into that, so we really want to start doing that this year. I think our first trip is going to be Hawaii. We've yet to book the tickets, but we've been talking about it forever. We have the weekend, or like the week of when we want to go, planned already, and we just need to pull the trigger and actually commit and buy the tickets and everything. So I think that'll be the first one, but we just really want to travel this year. Next one, I made sure to screenshot the one that was in all capital letters. When is your company going to be done? Great question. I would love to know. So I was supposed to have the functioning prototype finally in December. It's now January, and I still don't have it. super fun. Unfortunately, stuff like this is out of my control. I wish I had a manufacturing shop in my backyard that I could just make this product completely by myself. That way I was in charge of when it was getting done. I don't have that. So the factory is currently making it. I have been in contact with them. Like, they're super good at communicating, and just it takes a while. Like, this is a brand new product. I feel like you guys are going to understand a lot better when I finally announce it and when it comes out. But there are so many things that have gone into this, and obviously I want it to be perfect, so I'd rather the process take longer and make sure everything is good to go than to just rush it, get it out there, and then all of a sudden it doesn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. So as soon as I have the functioning prototype, which they said they're sending videos of what it looks like, they said this week, just so I can see like right away everything, and then they're gonna ship it to me so then I can actually have it tested out and like see it for myself in real life. Once it's approved, I think I'm going to announce it and just have it be out there, and just so everyone can finally know, and just so I can finally have peace of like, okay, this is actually happening. I feel like it's been such a long process that it's more of like well, I'll believe it when I see it, when it'll be done. And I feel like you guys are almost on that same page, because you're constantly asking me like, when can you announce it? What's happening with your company? Like, are you still doing this? Yes, I'm still doing this. Unfortunately, a pandemic was the worst time to start, but at least it started. It's going to be happening, and it's not anything that like, whether it comes out now or if it comes out in 10 years, it's still going to be super beneficial for so many of my demographic. When it's ready, you'll know, but I don't know when that'll be yet. It'll be this year. Absolutely, it'll be this year. Hoping in the first half of this year. By the time it's approved, like I said, everything will be out there. So they said it should be very soon. So let's hope, fingers crossed, that the prototype is exactly like it's supposed to be and there's no changes to be made, and then everything is a go from there. When are you planning on buying your house? So I kind of touched on this earlier, but I want to say my lease is up in this apartment end of summer-ish. Honestly, I don't even know the exact month. I should probably figure that out. But I'm also not stuck on that. If I find a house and the process gets going faster, I will happily break this lease and pay whatever I need to get out of this place. Like, we are so excited to have a driveway, a backyard, just our own place that we can do whatever we want with it. I feel like this apartment is falling apart. Our washer still has not gotten fixed. I'm over it. It gets so dusty. It's just like, oh, I hate that so much is out of our control here, and I feel like we've just outgrown this place. So one of my main priorities of this year is buying a house, and whenever that happens, obviously it's a long process, but I'm going to try to start that process as soon as possible. That way I don't have to sign another lease. I refuse. I don't want to do it. I have also just feel like I've not thrown away money because I've happily lived here for 3 years, but like I could have put like 3 down payments on a house by now. So just house-wise, much better of an investment anyway. So it's like a smart choice, and it's like a win-win all around. So that's why that is my main priority this year. So that'll be coming. Again, I have no idea. It's out of my control, but I have been looking. And with that, any plans to get Cloud a sibling after you move? So, buddy, do you want a brother? Do you want a brother? Cloud loves dogs, and I would want nothing more than to have him get a little friend so that whenever we aren't home, he still has someone to play with. So I think the answer is going to be yes, after we are fully settled in a home and we have the time for it. So even if we move in, I would say we probably wouldn't get a dog until close to like fall, winter time, because we'll probably be traveling so much during the summer. But Justin is a huge dog person. He loves them, and he's never had his own or like his own family dog. So obviously Cloud is like more mine. Justin loves him, helps me take care of him and everything, but Justin wants a dog that's like his, that he gets to train, and that like sees him as the owner. So I think that is the plan, huh? We're gonna get you a brother eventually. I don't know what kind Justin wants. A bigger dog. I've never had a bigger dog. I just think Cloud is like the perfect size because I can lift him, and especially for some dog that like I'm gonna train, it's obviously a lot better. But Justin assures me that he will train this dog, that even if it's big, I have nothing to worry about, in that he won't jump all over people or like just be a scary kind of dog. So we'll see. Obviously we're gonna agree on a breed, but it is probably going to be more of like Justin's dog since I already have Cloud. But you're gonna have a friend, and that'll make me so happy. And next question, this one also got asked a lot. Do you feel your cheer retirement will be this year? Honestly, for the first time I think ever, I actually think so. I feel like for the first time in 20 years that I've been cheering, I feel like I've accomplished everything that I've wanted to. I feel so happy to like leave cheerleading on this note as an athlete. And I just feel like it's my time to like explore the rest of life because, like I said, I want to travel. I want to do all these things. Like, there's so many influencers that I envy because it's like, this is my full-time job and it's also their full-time job, but they can just pick up and go on a trip whenever they want. And it's like, I can't do that because I have other priorities. But I feel like I'm at that point in my life where it's like, okay, I'm so happy with everything I've accomplished. I'm sure I'm going to miss it like crazy. And if I miss it enough, I may be back. I'm not going to like tell myself I'm never going to do it again. I'm still going to be involved in the gym. So who knows? But I feel like for the first time ever, I am happy to say that like I am okay with not being an athlete after this year and just kind of living my life and just doing other things that I haven't been able to. And yeah, I feel okay with that. Like, I'm happy, I'm excited for what the next chapter will bring, and I'm also like not saying no to never doing it again. I think I just want to kind of like lower my commitments at least throughout the summer, and we'll see into the next season whatever happens. But I don't want to never say never, but I think this may be the last. And then kind of the same question, but just obviously different cheer plans after the season. So I still want to be involved in the gym. Like I said, I still want to coach for a long time to come. Justin works at the gym. He's a tumbling instructor, so we're both there. So it's super easy to kind of balance everything. However, I will say that we are looking at houses possibly a little bit farther away from the gym. Right now, we literally live 7 minutes, and we think the area that we want to be in could be anywhere from like 30 to 40 minutes away. So I think I'm going to try to be at the gym less and possibly just like 2 to 3 times a week instead of every day, which I think is going to mentally be so good for me. And for social media, like I feel like I'm going to be able to get out so much better content for you guys, not having to go to the gym every single night of the week. I don't know the last time that I had a life like that. I don't know if I ever have. So that like really excites me. And like I get to cook dinner, like I get to watch shows that are actually on a certain time that they're on TV. Like I could honestly, I'm kind of getting emotional thinking about that because I've never had that opportunity. And that's where I'm saying like, I feel like I'm finally at that point in my life where like, I am happy to close out a slight chapter. I'm not closing it because like I said, I'm still going to be involved, but like just kind of balancing my life a lot more for the first time ever. And it feels really good. So I think that's going to be the plan. I just want to be at the gym less days, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be coaching less teams or doing anything different than what I'm doing right now. I just kind of want to make my schedule better. That way everything's kind of on the same days. I'll have longer nights at the gym, but especially if I'm driving, 40 minutes back and forth, I don't have to worry about doing that every single day. What are you doing, bud? And the last question that I got asked so many times. Do you see a proposal coming this year? I can't say yes or no. If I had to guess, I would say within the next year and a half, most likely. So like could probably be 2022. Justin and I both have the same plans when it comes to our future. We both want kids young. We want to just have like our family super involved with our kids and just letting our kids like get to know their our grandparents, their great grandparents, all of that. So obviously we're already 23. We're going to be 24 this year. Even though we've only been dating less than a year, we've known each other so long. We've been living together already like 6 months at this point. Everything has gone so well. It's such a healthy relationship. Like, I still feel like we're in the honeymoon phase, but like not in the, oh my God, we have no problems, we never argue honeymoon phase, and just like the we're so in love and like we're going to be in love like this forever. We always say that. I don't think we're ever going to be out of the honeymoon phase with each other. We've just wanted this with each other for so long that like, even though it's been less than a year, it feels like it's been the entire 6 years that we've known each other. It's not going to happen anytime soon within this year, but it could potentially, like, that's 12 months away, the end of 2022. So, like, I can't say yes, I can't say no. Who knows? But we both do want to get married within the next couple years, have kids soon after that, and live our life from there. So I feel like once we have a house, that's kind of the main thing that needs to get checked off first. And then after that, everything else can follow on a less strict timeline. So we'll see. We'll see if next year I'm making this video with a fat rock on my finger. If not, then, well, maybe next year, huh? But I think that is where this video is going to end. If you have any other comments that I didn't get to, go ahead and leave them down below and I can reply back to you. Like I said, make sure to follow my Instagram. I do these Q&As pretty much weekly, so if you have other questions, I can also answer them there. But I'm very excited for this year. I feel like it's going to be the best content year that I've ever had. I'm very inspired. I'm very excited, especially with splitting up the 2 channels. I feel like I'm going to be able to like hone in more on like 2 different brands that complete me, but I can just separate them and just kind of like really focus on those. And yeah, I don't know. I hope that makes sense, but I feel like I've been rambling. It's been 26 minutes since I started this clip, and I feel like I've talked almost the entire time. So this is probably a longer video. I know you guys love the vlogs and those type of videos. Get ready because there is so much cheerleading happening soon. So there will be a lot of those. I plan on doing a weekend in my life this weekend, so that'll be a longer video as well. But let me know down below what other videos you want to see on this channel or the Justin and Gabi channel coming this year. So I hope you guys are excited to come along the journey and the ride of 2022. I'm very excited to get to share it with you guys. And Happy New Year. Let me know down below what your biggest goals are for this year. And we kind of like hold each other accountable and just cheer each other on and inspire each other to have a successful, a happy, a healthy, you know, all those things this year. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a big like, comment down below, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, all that, and I will see you in the next video.